afternoon, and we all know and love my next guest. She's an Emmy-winning radio and TV personality. You can see her new show, My Generation, on PBS beginning in January. Please welcome the wonderful Leeza Gibbons. You look gorgeous as always.
Oh,
great
stunningly
to see
beautiful.
you, but
Thank you.
I understand that congratulations are in order.
And I have you to thank.
Okay, so now let the audience hear about this, because when I saw you, you were single.
Yes.
And what I say to you?
And you said, get over it. You need to go young. She encouraged me.
Now, how much younger is this guy?
13 years.
13, okay. I actually...
Is that cougar or is that something else?
I'm showing a picture of you guys now. Oh, he's wonderful. And you're getting married.
No date. We don't have any plans except that we're just so happy. But yes, we're getting married.
Oh, that's just great. Well, you know, at a certain point, who cares anyway? It's just that
at a certain point, Fran, let's discuss. Right. But seriously, I want to thank you because you gave me confidence to really just find myself worthy and to be secure in being really present. So I thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And
you're my goddess girlfriend guru.
How sweet you are. You know, you have this wonderful long history in your career of interviewing probably everybody in show business. Is there one person that stands out that intimidated you, as a particularly difficult interview?
Fran, you know you've been around a long time when your favorite interviews are dead. But Sammy Davis and Betty Davis were probably my faves.
Wow.
Sammy Davis tap danced with me, and I was so in awe of him. And Betty Davis was mean, tough, icy, but at the end of the interview when she said, young lady, that was very good, I thought, okay, that's my Oscar, because she had found me acceptable.
And you thought that she was hating you and hating being there, or that was just the way she was?
Well, she wouldn't talk to me. We were setting the lights, and she was like, why are you talking to me? Is this the interview? I said, no, ma'am, we're setting the lights. It's going to be a few minutes. I hope that's okay. And she's like, well, until we're doing the interview,
leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I mean, I'm a girl from the South. She's the one
that made that great quote, old age ain't no place for sissies.
Thank you. So that's why I plan to never be there. How about you?
Well, no, I hope to get there, because otherwise, what's the alternative?
You're not going to be old ever.
You know, I mean, I think that there's no, you know, to be happy for the rest of your life is something that you do one day at a time. And that I do plan to keep working on and honing and modifying no matter how old I get. And hopefully I'll live to be a ripe old age. I do hope so. So now, tell me, I know that, you know, your mom suffered from Alzheimer's, and that put you on a certain path. And I think that there's a lot of people out of our viewers that are dealing with that too as caregivers. So can you share with us your story?
I love what you always say, and what you've done with your movement is really encouraging people to take custody of their health care. So we have this new initiative. It's a caregiver support program. So if you go to alzheimersdisease.com, you will find caregiver stories and tips and resources, and it's called Stand Together for AD, Strength and Support for Alzheimer's, because when you're a caregiver, you're stressed and depressed and depleted, and you're probably having a great sense of overwhelm. Our family, we all went to our little corners of dysfunction. You know, my dad was isolating, and my sister was depressed, my brother was in denial. I got overbusy. I was like, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to cure it, I'm going to find something. And I started spinning my wheels, because we didn't want to feel that pain.
Right, of course not. Of course not. And, you know, it's also a very isolating experience. I mean, my mom went through it with her mom, and it's almost too much for any one person to take on.
You got it. It's not a path that should be walked alone. And so that's why we say, I think the most courageous thing you can do is know your limits and know that you've got to reach out. I always say breathe, believe, receive. If you're this tensed up, you can't really open and receive and breathe deeply enough to know that you're going to be okay, you're going to get through it.
Well, that's great advice to our viewers, particularly people that may be going through this right now. Breathe, believe,
receive.
Receive. Excellent way.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's important.
So you're a woman that, you know, you have all kinds of businesses going on.
Like
Not
you.
only are you in
Yep.
front of the camera, but you're entrepreneurial as well as, you know, a philanthropic. So how did you get involved in your entrepreneurship?
You know, I think from the time that I was a kid playing with Barbie, my Barbies were Jessica Savage and Barbara Walters. And when they weren't like covering breaking news, you know, they ran businesses. They had yachts and they ran helicopter rental companies and they were businesswomen.
Yeah.
So I really like to be in charge. That will be a shock for everyone, I'm sure. And
I don't know anything about that.
don't know anything. You can't relate at all. And when I got to the newsroom, I realized, oh, they were sending me like on stories that weren't really profound, and I was, you know, like an anchorette, they called me. And I just began to be interested in business and deal making. And,
good for you.
You know, like you, I've got a lot of, the landscape is wide.
Yes, exactly. The
doors are
landscape is
open.
wide. Oh, that's wonderful. I am so happy that you came here today, and I'm so happy that you met the man of your dreams.
I'm so in love, and
Oh,
he's so
isn't that
supportive,
great?
Fran. He's everything you said should be available to me.
Does he have a brother?
He does have a brother, but he's getting married too. But he's also younger than us.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with everything. It's really exciting to meet and a power woman like yourself that's so philanthropic. You always support my organization, Cancer Schmancer, as well, and I bless you for that.
It's an honor.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on the Fran Drescher Talk show.
Congratulations. The
Thank
show's
you.
great.
I
It's so
appreciate
beautiful.
that. If you want to learn more about Leeza's cause for caregivers, go to frandrescher.com. And when we get back, you'll meet the woman who helps defy gravity with a floor workout program anyone at home can do. Stay with us.